Again, emergency responders are out checking in with people that may have been injured, but the latest report, as people have been talking here, is that there was a third vehicle came at a very fast pace and plowed into the rear of the silver vehicle here, which in turn hit the maroon minivan, which obviously hit into a crowd of protesters and people out here nonviolently expressing their resistance to white supremacy. And so, again, unverified, but this seems like a targeted event, and their reports are that the vehicle in question has not been apprehended. So if people are watching and can put a call out to look for a damaged vehicle, with obviously would be front damage to the vehicle. If it's hard to see, but the rear of this of the silver car is severely damaged. So that would be some pretty serious damaging on the part of that car. And so as people are kind of taking everything in and kind of the shock of what happened, the military grade SWAT team has come out to push the stragglers off of this site, and so they also may just be here to cordon off the crime scene. So again, the police are out in heavy numbers, and I think everyone's really just trying to figure out what is really going on at the moment, because again, it's still a state of shock at the moment. So I think it's it is very shocking, because like I said, people joined in together in this march down Water Street. Hundreds and hundreds of people occupying the streets in a feeling of solidarity and a feeling that Charlottesville is rising together to support each other and protecting each other's citizens against white supremacists and hate. And so for this event to happen right at this moment of mobilization and righteous resistance and courage, this event was shocking and very traumatizing for many people, I believe.
Make a hole! Injured coming through! Make a hole! Hey guys, just come this way a couple inches. Oh, I lied. I'm sorry. All right, guys, back on the sidewalk. Ambulance coming through. It's a HIPAA violation, man. They got to keep the privacy of their patient.
That's actually not true.
No, that is absolutely true.
You know what? It's a violation of you being here, and I said so. Get the fuck out. Turn your cameras off.
Get out of the room.
I can stand here for 15 minutes, but I can do a few minutes. I'm trying to interview people and write a text story too. But if they're, I already sent in live video.
Get out of the room. Make room for the ambulance.
Do you want me to send
A
in more
brief
now?
altercation with a reporter from Reuters who was trying to film the injured folk.
Get out of the road!
All right, I'm gonna go live now.
Hey,
And a lot of-
wait for the ambulance.
All right, stop crossing at the yellow. Just stop.
A lot of press is streaming in now to cover the incident.
Hey, are you guys okay? You okay?
Now the police are closing in for what reason, I don't know. They're blocking off the incident, and so that's what the police is doing. And that cheer you heard was people celebrating the fact that the injured have got out that the ambulance has removed folks that were injured from the scene. We have another injured individual coming through. Don't film this. Yeah. And so
guys, they're bringing an
people are
injured person
still
through. Hold on.
bringing injured people through.
Just let him get through. That lady's hurt, guys.
And so now the police have cordoned this off as a crime scene. Dr. Cornell West is out on the street talking with protesters.
Anybody injured need medical attention?
The people that in the car smashed into everybody because they was running over. So I was here. I could see. I don't know where my camera was going, but I could see my eyes. The car literally trying to grab back up the street. Kind of missed it, guys. That way. That way? That way. Are we allowed to go that way?
You're on the sidewalk behind the fire truck. You're going to have to move back. Move back.
Just sidewalk?
We should.
Behind the fire truck, guys. Come back here. Where's Amanda?
I've been asking if we're better served anywhere else. Okay. I haven't suggested. Okay. He just said. Main Street right now. I wasn't really. I might be able to stand up here.
For those of you who are just tuning in or have not been watching at the moment, we still don't have too many more details from what we know. There was a vehicle that drove very fast down 4th Street and rammed into two other vehicles. One was a silver sedan, and the other was a maroon minivan. And that act hit into a group of people people marching down Water Street and turning the corner at 4th Street. So it happened at a moment when folks were really coming out in solidarity and in resistance and in a very peaceful, nonviolent, communal action. And so I think for many, definitely for myself, it was shocking. Just because it was a moment when it, the feeling that I've been, that has characterized the whole day of, of collective action and diverse tactics towards, dismantling and critiquing white supremacy through protest, through peaceful and nonviolent protest. That it was a moment of it. It showed that Charlottesville and everyone who's come out to defend us today has mobilized together and resisting as a unit together. So, this event was really shocking. And now that, as you can see, the police have blocked off the scene and the event. The police were not close when any of this happened. So they are, the Virginia State Police is trying to block off the crime scene and ensure that that people are not coming in. Those who were injured, I think 5 ambulances have come to remove people injured. Emergency responders who were first on the scene, very quick, were responding with force, and they have been present to see if other people need assistance. And so now I think people are just trying to figure out what is going on and get a sense of the situation.
Update. I guess. The police are pushing people back a bit more. Might be a good time to move.
Back this way.
And the police are...
Is that crowd over there? Near the
And so, as you can see, the Virginia State Police are escorting folks down Water Street.
He's past this hole right here.
And just to increase the distance between people gathering to watch and the scene of the event.
All right, spread out and shut it down right here.
want to, I can hold the camera if you want to. Or if you want to make a call to the base.
Okay. Yeah.
Or you can use my phone. How's your
Yeah.
phone?
Yeah. Can we send it off? So the police have escorted the folks down to move away from the scene, and as you can see, I think they're just trying to disperse the crowd at the moment. There is some activity, what it looks like, down towards between 3rd and 2nd Street. There's a number of there's a crowd that is gathered around what looks like a bank down there. So I don't know if there are any folks over there that might be streaming this, but definitely check in. For those of you watching at home, we still really don't have too much information about what happened. As you may have heard, there was an event where a car rammed into 2 other vehicles at a very fast speed, while hundreds of protesters were peacefully marching down Charlottesville's Water Street. It was a very shocking event that really came out of nowhere during a time when the community was showing its love and support and solidarity with one another, and really coming out together to resist. It was a time when that was very apparent, as a bunch of different affinity groups came together in a show of unity and support for one another. At that time, it shows the fierce love that people have for our community and for fighting against white supremacy. This kind of event is something that is just very shocking. And again, we don't have any more information about who perpetrated the event or where that vehicle